Yo, welcome to Nerdy Soul, where we do shoes and board game reviews. My name is Chris, the Geek in Sneaks, and today we are doing a nerdy Kickstarter preview for the game Catch 33 from Buddy Pal Games. This is a dexterity dice ramp game that is a ton of fun. It is currently live on Kickstarter, where you can back it, support it if it's something that you're interested in. I'm really excited to bring you a preview of this game, teach you a little bit about how it plays, what I like about this game, the production, things like that, and who might be interested in picking this up and supporting the really cool folks over at Buddy Pal. So let's dive in. Now, as I said, Catch 33 is a dexterity dice ramp game where you're trying to be the first player to get to 33 points. This is a really fun game. I've got a chance to play it several times. It's actually designed by my friends here in Memphis, Tennessee, some local game designers. We had a really cool tournament recently where a bunch of people got a chance to play. It was a really cool community building event. So I've got a lot of experience playing this game and I'm pretty decent at it. I didn't win the tournament, but I had a really good time. So before I get into what the whole review will look like, let me give you a little bit of insight into what a nerdy preview or nerdy review is. We won't be doing a score for this game since it's not a final production, but we will talk about every category. Nerdy review is N.E.R.D.Y, N for novelty, E for engagement, R for replayability, D for design, and Y for yay factor. So let's talk about how the game plays, a little bit of the rules, and then we'll go into the full review. So Catch 33 is all about getting these dice into the bucket or in the surrounding areas and try to get your score from 1 all the way to 33. So what you're gonna do is very simple. Every player is gonna have this ramp here and you're gonna be able to put this on the side of the board like so. Let me move this camera up slightly. This is the tournament edition, so it's a little bit more upgraded than what you might find in the standard edition, but in standard edition, the box will also be part of the board. So let's talk about this a little bit more. Really simple turns. You take your 2 dice and one at a time, you try to slide them up and get them into the ramp. Now, I didn't get them into the circle, but I got them into the same grid. There's 4 different quadrants. If you're able to get both of your dice into a single quadrant, you will score 2 points. So you then get to move your score marker up 2. Your opponent will then get to go. So, okay, I got 1 in, I got 2 in. So now I get to score the points equal to the dice faces in this circle. So I landed on 2 2s. So orange would score 4 points. Then we go right back again. Okay, so blue's going. I didn't get that, but I got him into the grid again. So that's another 2 points. As you can see, very, very easy to play. Let's talk about a couple different things here. So let's say this happens, right? 2 different sides of the grid, no points for that player. Okay, let's do a little bit of dice placement so I can explain a couple different specifics here. So let's say you get 2 3s in there. That's 6 points, obviously, right? So let's say you get 2 3s into the same grid. That's 3 points. So that's a good way to get a bit more points. Let's say you got a 3 and a 3 outside. So you got 1 in first and then you scored a 3 outside. You can choose to score the 3 points that are inside of that, or you can chance it. So if you chance it, you take the one that's outside, you try to get in, you didn't get it in, so you lose the points. If you were able to get it in, now you get to score both of those. I just scored 5 points because I took a risk, right? One other cool thing is, let's say that you get snake eyes out here, okay? I just rolled, I did the ramp, I scored snake eyes. My opponent will only get 1 dice for their turn, which means the only way for them to score is to get it into the hoop, okay? So I've played a lot of this game. I guess I'm pretty good at it also. Now, one thing you can do to make the game a bit more difficult is when you're able to get 2 things into it. So I didn't get it there, but let's just say I was able to get 2 things in. I scored my 4 points. Each player has 4 posts, okay? So you have these posts. If I was orange, I get to choose one of these quadrants to put the post in. So let's just say I put it there. Blue turn to go. Blue goes, and well, let's say that I hit this post, okay? Orange is now automatically gonna get 3 points because I hit the post, and the post comes right back up. If I was orange and I hit my own post, post goes away. Sucks. But cool thing is, if you can find a way to get all 4 posts out, you automatically win the game. You've taken full control of the board. So it's a cool way to win before you get to 33. But we've had some really great turns of this game where you're trying to get it in there. And it's just a lot of really good, simple fun that is honestly a really great 2-player game. And that is how you play Catch 33. So let's talk about every category in the full N.E.R.D.Y review for Catch 33. In Novelty. Novelty is all about what this game brings that's unique and different to the board game space, from game design to gameplay, etc. This has got major Crokinole. I always say that wrong. This game gives me major Crokinole vibes. Who knows if I said that correctly? Crokinole is one of those games that you see at all these game conventions. Everyone's playing, you're flicking and stuff. This totally reminds me of that in a really positive way. It brings a lot to the space. It's one that, you know, you don't have to have a ton of game experience. It feels very old school. It's super approachable. It's super fun. It's simple. You don't have to learn 10 pages of rules just to have a really good time with your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your family member, just at a game convention. And it's great because it all fits inside of the box. You just do it. The box can turn into the game eventually. It's just really, really great. I know they've got some cool plans for the Kickstarter too, with some upgraded components possibly, and some ways to get some personalization to it as well. So definitely brings a lot to it in that sense. And so for Novelty, it brings a lot to the space, and definitely one that I think if you're looking for something unique, especially for like a gift to somebody or something you can play with your significant other, this is it. Now, in terms of engagement, this game is super engaging, as you can imagine, because it's a 1v1. Your turn lasts 30 seconds at most. I mean, we're talking, if you really, really need to think about it, you know, you might need to move your ramp over left and right a little bit and really think about that shot. But once you get in a rhythm, 10 seconds at most, you're doing a turn. Next player is going. If you add in the post, it adds that little bit of tension to, okay, I can't hit that post. I'm going to give them more points. 8 minutes, this game is done. 10 minutes, this game is done. You want to play again. You beat me. Let's go again. Let's roll again. It's super engaging because it is 1v1. Everything is so fun. And also, like, if you're a bit competitive, this is going to just spur that competitive nature of you crazy. And also, you find yourself rooting for your friends, like when they get it into like the circle. It's just so satisfying to get it inside that. Like, it's super satisfying when you score in the bucket. It's like playing basketball. So super engaging. You're going to enjoy every single round of Catch 33. R is for replayability. Now, usually this is for how different and variations you can have in the game. When you bust it out, is it gonna feel different every time? With these type of dexterity games, it's not always about like how many variants there are, right? It's not about like how many different pieces you can swap in and out. One of the things about chess is that it's just a classic. It's just chess, it's Crokinole. It's just Crokinole, you know, just you put it out there. Catch 33 is in that same vibe. I'm not trying to have a ton of variance in this game. The variant is, can I get this dice in that bucket and score more points than you faster? If I miss that bucket a couple times and you hit it a couple times, you've started to get away from me. I want to play again just because I want to beat you. And so it's not always about how many variations there are, but I do like that you can play with or without the post for a little bit of added difficulty. So it does have really good replayability in that sense. I'm sure you could do some really fun house rules with this too. You can add in your own obstacles. I mean, this is totally built for a Christmas kind of thing where you just put in whatever you want and make up your own rules and have as much fun as possible. Who says you got to go to 33? Go to 100. Who cares, right? You can do anything you want with this game, and I think that's what brings the replayability value of this super high. In terms of design, this game has got pretty simple design. You know, you're not doing anything out under the sun with this, but I love that it is so simple in its organization. So I'm going to change the camera view a little bit to show you why I like the design of this so much. So let's say we just got done with our whole game of Catch 33. It's time to put this thing up. All right, so let me get all the posts. We're gonna put all the posts in there. We're gonna put the 2 dice in there. We're gonna put this ramp here. We're gonna put this ramp right here. All right, let's get the box out. Okay, the rules are actually on the back of the box too. You don't need extra paper, okay? This goes right into the box. There we go. Fold it up, and we're on our way. And that's what I really like about this game, is that it's easy to put up and take with you anywhere you need to go. I gotta show a little bit of appreciation to my friends. They have this cool way that you can actually customize this board for you. They put my publishing company's logo in the arena. So that is gonna be, I believe, an add-on eventually in the campaign where you can customize your game board, put your own company in there, make it a company gift. It just really speaks well to the game design that you can actually make this customizable. So take advantage of that if you want to make it more personal, and if you want to make sure that everyone who plays this has a cool personal touch. And finally, Y is for yay factor. The yay factor in this game is through the roof. Every time you get both of those dice in the bucket, it is so satisfying. You feel like you were LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. I find myself saying Kobe every time I throw it up, because it's just super fun to do and super simple. And yet, when I mess up, I feel like I've shattered the globe. It's so ridiculous. It's such a simple thing. And that's what I like about dexterity games. It challenges you in a different way, mentally and a little bit physically. So you have to make sure that you're kind of on your game. And it plays super fast. So even when someone else has a really epic turn, it's still satisfying because you saw it happen. And I like that you get the post out there, and when you're able to avoid the post, like if it bounces around and you don't get it, it's just really great. So big in terms of yay factor as well for that. And that is a nerdy preview for Catch 33 from Buddy Pal Games, currently on Kickstarter. Go support them, show them some love if this is a game that you will be interested in. I think it's a fantastic game, one that I will keep in my collection, no doubt. I'm gonna take it with me every holiday to play my dad. Like my dad and I, we are gonna have so many fierce competitions over this. If I had a brother, we would be doing that too. So I definitely think it is literally designed for your brothers, designed for people that you want to compete against, significant others. I mean, I can't think of a more fun way to have a cool little game night, 1v1. So go support them if it's something you'd be interested in. Let me know, what are your favorite type of dexterity games? Do you like dexterity that's more interactive? Do you like it where you're kind of doing your own thing? Do you not like dexterity games at all? Even this, what do you think about the dice and the ramp and everything? I'd be really curious to hear your thoughts on Catch 33. But until next time, stay nerdy, keep that soul dirty.